Okay, I am back, and it hasn't quite been 24 hours. I think it's been more like 20 hours. These are actually still, I just took them out the mold. And the parts like where they were touching is still kind of warm. So we'll see. They smell so good. This one is La Cabana, which is pretty much the equivalent of coconut lime verbena. But I tend to find that scent to be just a little, not quite as strong as I would like it to be in soap. So I do a little blend just to help it stick better. But it pretty much smells the same, just stronger. And this is like such a nice, fresh summer scent. I'll tell you, it is so weird having to use freezer paper and stuff again. I've gotten so spoiled with my white mold and not having to line. Alright, I'm gonna go split this real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so here's the first log. You couldn't really tell from the top, but the inside had a nice blue base. And I did change the look from the last time. Previous times when I made this soap, it was like a Caribbean blue and yellow. So now I've just made it more like a yellow gold and added some neon green and white down in there. Let's see where's a good spot to hold it. Okay, holding it here should be seen. Got some cool swirlage going on. And I got a little bit of crackling in the white. Not a whole lot, but a bit. Which normally I don't stick blend when after I've added my fragrance oil, but I did do it this time just to make sure I had everything really well blended. It's just a little bit of crackling, actually. You can barely tell. But I had done a blog post on it showing different soaps that I had made and, you know, trying to figure out what actually causes the crackling, because it's kind of a mystery to most soap makers. Most of us experienced it at some point, but no one has really had like a concrete answer as to what caused it. Everyone has different theories and stuff. The one I hear most often has to do with the titanium dioxide and the amount of heat. Like generally if the soap gels or something like that, you're going to see, possibly you're going to see crackling. I don't think it's the fragrance oil, only because I have soaps that I haven't added any fragrance oil to at all. Excuse me, that went through a gel and still wound up with the crackling. So I've done soaps with, excuse me, with the oil soluble as well as water soluble, and I've experienced crackling in both. Not so much with the water soluble as I have with not so much with the oil soluble as I have with the water soluble. But I don't know if it's how much you mix it, because I always, whenever I add titanium dioxide, always most colorants I mix by hand. If I've already added my fragrance oil, I try not to put the stick blender back in it, because for the most part I soap at a light to medium trace, so I don't want, you know, my soap too thick, my batter too thick when I'm soaping. So I generally don't stick blend again after adding the fragrance, because of course that's going to usually cause you to thicken up a bit more faster than it would if you didn't. So, but I always do blend the titanium dioxide. So I know it's mixed in there well. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this can also happen with clays, not just the titanium dioxide. So my guess is that it has more to do with heat. There was even a theory that if your palm oil wasn't fully melted, I know in the past I've, in attempts to soap at a cooler temperature, I've used my lye to, like, I would partially melt my hard oils and then use the lye to melt it the rest of the way, which works fine for me. I haven't had any problems with that. But I heard that could possibly be a cause for the glycerin rivers as well, if that palm oil hasn't been fully melted to a liquid. But I've been melting my palm oil completely, so it's like transparent. So no, that's not causing it. I guess it's just one of those things that the world may never, soaping world, may never really know. And I've seen some people do soaps where it had the crackling in it, and it actually, it looked nice. It worked with the design of the soap. So it really, you know, doesn't hurt the soap at all or anything. It's just a cosmetic thing. If it's not something you plan for, it can be a bit annoying to have that pop up. But this isn't that bad at all. I mean, you really would have to be looking to see the crackling in here. Oh, this smells so good. I'm so over winter. So ready for warm weather. I can't tell you. I have not seen this much snow since I was probably about 6 or 7. But it looks like finally the weather's starting to change. We're at like 52 today. So hopefully it'll continue. Alright, that's it for this one. I'll be back in just a moment with Monkey Chunk. Okay, I'm back. Of course, right when I was ready to record, phone rings. It never fails. Okay, so now I'm about to cut Monkey Chunk. I just split the logs. And that's what this looks like. And Monkey Chunk is pretty much monkey farts. But I did change the scent just a little bit to make it original. Pretty much because, I mean, like, everyone has a monkey farts. Everyone has a monkey farts. I've tried great soap from other people, and they also carry monkey farts. So I wanted mine to be a little bit different. So it's something that you can only get from Petals. And it's still pretty much the same fragrance, but I add some chocolate or cocoa to mine to make it a bit more original. And it smells so good. And it's been a while since I made it. I forgot. This doesn't seize or anything like that, but this particular fragrance oil can accelerate trace a bit. And now I have not been doing large water discounts. I did in the past, but for all the soaps I've done so far for my summer lineup, I've only done a 5% water discount. I'm not even sure if that really makes a difference. To me, it really doesn't seem to, but figure even that little bit hopefully will help it a little bit with the firming, but not really. But I've noticed a smoother texture in the surface, like, you know, a smoother texture on the soaps since I've stopped doing those heavy water discounts. And I prefer the smoother texture. So one thing I do love about my wooden molds is pretty much I could custom make them to whatever size that I wanted. So it worked out perfect with my log splitter because I get so many more samples. I mean, ultimately, of course, that's still money because that could have been bars of soap, but with so many more, with more orders going out, it's necessary to have more samples. And I've personally noticed that samples often lead to more sales because someone gets that sample of soap and they're like, oh, you know, I really like that, and can I get a full bar? Which unfortunately in the past they were usually sold out, but hopefully this time around there's enough for people to buy their soap. If they like it, come back for more. I've more than doubled my recipes. Ah, it smells so good. I'm a banana lover. When I was in school, when I was a kid, we used to have these candies called now or laters, I think is what it was, or even the like the mambas and stuff. And most of those came with like a banana flavor that no one ever liked. So like I was always getting like those extra pieces of candy that no one else wanted to eat because I love the banana flavor. This is a very delicious fruity banana blend. And I still have, oh man, so much more soap to make. I can't even tell you guys. But I'm hoping by knocking all this stuff out now, that'll leave me more time in the summer to really get ready for fall and winter. Because those seem to be the busiest time of the year. So it's definitely when it's good to have like a whole lot of products. I like that one. I like that one. That one's I'll use that for pictures. Alright, last one. I'll be back, and I promise the next soap I make the next video I do will be a soap making video. So until then, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye.